something that we use on an everyday basis. They're going to really dive deep into peaking. And let's see here. There we go. I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen? All right, excellent. Okay, so what I want to talk about, I'm going to dive right into it because I don't want to take up too much time, because what our the other half of this well, trio, 2/3 of this trio are going to share is so incredibly valuable. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but what is so important, I'm telling you guys, I'm on these calls, every training call, every overview call, and I field questions, and I get questions in my inbox, every inbox I have. I don't know if I love or hate the fact that we have inbox. I mean, we've got all these different communication tools, from Messenger to Telegram to Facebook to Instagram to, I mean, guys, I get so many messages from our family all over the world, and it is incredible. It's interesting, but it's very clear. It becomes very clear to me that we got work to do, y'all. We have some serious work to do, and I promise you, I feel like we're in the fight of our lives. I mean, I say that with all sincerity. I feel like we are in the fight of our lives. And we're on a battlefield, and some of us don't even realize that we're on a battlefield. So highly distracted by so many other things. So we're going to talk about that. But we got to hone in on a few things, okay? Everybody all over the world, I know that there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, really, it's we're seeing civil unrest, we're seeing calamities, natural disasters, we're seeing families, dealing with all sorts of things, right? I mean, it's happening all over, but it is so important for us to, in the midst of all of these things that are happening, for us to keep our heads and keep our focus. And Greg trained on that last week about elimination, duplication, and what else? It was elimination, automation, and delegation, right? But I promise you, what I'm experiencing from these text messages all over the place and these questions, elimination is the one that we've got to focus on. We've got to really focus on eliminating distractions. I'll talk a little bit more about that. But everybody all over the world, and I've been to those places. I've been to South Africa where they're, having unrest. I've been to Haiti, and I haven't been to Cuba, but I've been to the Middle East. I've been to all over Canada, all over this United States, all over Mexico, all over the world. And I promise you this, that in all of those places, we are all the same. We are absolutely all the same. And it is so very important that we have the same goals and the same dreams and the same desires. And it's so important in this moment for us not to be distracted by the drama, by the things that are going on around us, things that are devastating around us, that we focus on what it is that we have at hand, because at the end of the day, we've got to live. We've got to live, and things are happening around us with the economies. I mean, governments manipulating financials and things like that. All of that stuff is real. We're going into a cashless society. It's happening right now. We have to keep our eyes focused on what it is that we have our hands on. Okay. So literally, we've got a few minutes going until the co-op crowd is going to be launched. A literal few minutes, 4 weeks until August 22nd. Get your 3. Everybody on this line should have their 3. So we're going to talk to you about that. Your success in co-op life crowdfunding is literally hinged on 3 things. One is the number of people you contact. The number of people you contact. This is very interesting because when I thought about this, I was reminded about I think everyone on this line, you should write this down. You should be tracking how many people you contact on a daily basis. Because when you think about it, I know when I talk to people, when we talk about we should be drinking more water, people will say, I drink a lot of water. Well, do you really? I mean, that's relative, right? You know, if you're used to drinking no water and then you start drinking 3 whole glasses of water a day, you're thinking, you know, man, I'm drinking a lot of water, right? But no, that's not enough. Our body needs at least 8 glasses to be at that baseline, right? So I think that when you start tracking the number of people that you're contacting on a day, you'll realize, no, you're not talking to enough people. That's one thing that we all know, is that people are not talking to enough people. And then number 2, the effectiveness of your peak. And you guys are going to learn from the best shortly about piquing interest, I promise you. And then third, the quality of the people that you talk to. Folks don't just need to be dissatisfied. All of us are dissatisfied. I walk around with a certain level of dissatisfaction to keep me going, to keep me growing, to keep me wanting more, right? So they don't just need to be dissatisfied, but they also need to be, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Got stuff going on here. They also need to have the desire. They have to have the desire to make a change. Because folks are walking around here dissatisfied and just don't have any desire to make a change. They're kind of, you know, stuck or I like to say addicted to the status quo, right? So they have to not just be dissatisfied, but they have to have the desire to make a change. And they can't just have a desire to make a change. They have to be willing to make a decision. Because that's the other thing. Folks will be dissatisfied with their lives, have a desire, they want more, they want to change, but they're not willing to do it. They're not willing to make a decision or push the button. So you've got to be talking to the right people, the quality of the people who you talk to. So this is the thing, when you track this information, you're going to see things change just by tracking it. So make a decision to track today. But today, I promise you, we got to learn to concentrate. We have to learn to focus on what it is that we have our hands on. I promise you, you know, we can run for a short period of time and really start to cruise. But we've got to run right now. And I can tell you about the things, not only am I getting questions that I think are really interesting, but I'm also probably at least 1 to 2, maybe 3 times a week, I get people in my inbox asking me about other programs, not just from people outside, but people inside our program. People who are inside Co-op Life are asking me, do I know about this? Do I know about that? The answer is no, I don't know about these other programs. I'm not interested in these other programs, and you shouldn't be either. Because I promise you, I mean, you know, and I know that, you know, folks hear about diversification and that's the buzzword. You should be diversified, but you can't diversify until you multiply, right? There's no diversification without duplication. Get your 3. Get your 3. I promise you, the people who are at the top of any of these programs, they're focused on one program. They're focused on their one program. The people who are what you want to be like are focused. The people who are the largest money earners are focused. So you should take that as a hint. And in their defense, people will inbox me and they'll say that, oh, well, this is not in competition. This is not in competition. This is in correlation. This is in correlation with what it is that we're doing at Co-op 50/50. No, it's not, because it has you distracted. And then you want me to get distracted and find out about this other thing. And if they don't need it, if they don't need you to recruit, then you wouldn't be trying to recruit me. You wouldn't be. So no, guys, that don't be distracted. There are so many things out there that they look good. You know, we call them shiny objects, you know, but in reality, a lot of it, and here's the other thing, don't be fooled by these pump and dumps. I was involved in the pump and dump. I was involved in the pump and dump. It looked good to me. It made good sense to my intellectual brain. The marketing was on point. I lost 2 Bitcoin. So don't be fooled by pump and dump. Like, don't be fooled. I'm telling you, there are things that are going to be coming at you right now. You might be involved in them right now. You're not going to win riding two horses. You're not gonna get to where you want to go. It's just not gonna happen. You've got to eliminate something. You got to eliminate. And I'm telling you, there's nothing out there better than what it is that we have at co-op life. There is nothing. There is no other programs out there that are leaving 100% of every dollar that is spent. The donations that come into our organization stay in the field. That doesn't happen anywhere else. It doesn't happen anywhere else. The transparency is here. We've got a founder that's on screen at his home showing you, here I am. That transparency, it doesn't happen anywhere else. Okay? So I'm telling you, we've got the best thing out here. We're in position where if you just find 3 people, show them how to find their 3 people. And again, I say you don't have your 3 until they have their 3. But if we run this strategy down, there's $1 million. We're changing our lives. We're changing our entire communities with that kind of money. So we've got to run this race. We don't have to run hard for a long time, but we have to run hard right now. We're on the battlefield right now. Right now. So guys, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but what I do want to say to you is get focused. We've got to concentrate our efforts in order to intensify our results. That's what we want. That's what everybody on this line wants. We've got to get focused. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to stop my share here. If I can figure it out, y'all. I'm going to stop my share. And I'm going to turn the call over. We talked about piquing interest, and folks, let's face it, some of us are just doing it flat out wrong. Some of us are doing it flat out wrong. We're going to hear from the masters. We're going to hear from Mark and CJ, who I can tell you this. I'm going to have to share with you so you understand who you're hearing from. Mark and CJ. Well, I can tell you this, Mark, let me start with Mark. Mark is easier to talk about. Mark has a brilliant corporate background. He understands systems. He understands corporate structure. He understands so many things about that, right? Brilliant, has done very well in his corporate life, who's been able to retire over and to live in this type of lifestyle with us by the influence of CJ. Okay, CJ has been doing this stuff for ages. She wrote the book on it. Okay, CJ is a master at piquing interest. Now, she might not understand all the rest of that stuff. She don't need to, right? Because she's a master at what it is that she does. I want to let you guys know, I met CJ killing the game, selling programs that were $22,000. She did better than I could have ever have imagined. Okay. This is who we're hearing from. We're hearing from someone who knows how to connect, and she's going to share, she and Mark both, because they are a powerhouse couple together. They are going to share with you how to not only connect with them, but actually how to bring them into the fold of what it is that we're doing and close them and actually have a viable partner in terms of duplication, because we're never, ever, ever going to make this happen on our own. We've got to duplicate ourselves. So thank you so much, Mark and CJ, for joining me here today. I cannot wait to hear what you guys are going to share with us.
Well, first of all, I want to say, wow, wow, wow. Your delivery this morning literally brought me higher than I already am. The goosebumps, the chills, the conviction that you have is what Mark and I have, and a lot of other leaders out there. We all have what we call that conviction, that passion, the engagement, okay? And that's something I personally want to cover. When Greg sent me a text yesterday saying, CJ, Mark, I would love to have you guys a guest with Nicole. And I was like, oh my God, there's so much I want to share. So of course, I'm a major note taker. I take all my notes, even though I have it all here, I've got to break it down because I have a tendency to run. And what we want to share with everybody today, and I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy schedule, because today, every Saturday morning that Greg and Nicole and David put together is for you to really truly understand and dissect what we have. we have something so powerful. It's unbelievable. And every day, Mark and I talk about it. And yes, of course, we've got days that, we're human. We go, oh, today is another day. I'm going to go take a walk on the beach. And then I'm going to get my mindset going again. And then when I come back, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to say to myself, who can I touch today? Okay. And the reason I'm saying that to everyone is because that's what this is all about. And Nicole said it. If you guys didn't know any better, you would think that Nicole and I talked about what we were going to cover today. And we didn't. I mean, I took some notes about peak interest. Oh my God, I have that in my notes. Desire. What is desire? I mean, think about it. It's the passion that you have in your heart and you desire it in your life and you want to share it with people. And Mark and I used to do trainings in our other company we were part of. And we taught people the meaning of passion and conviction and inflection in your voice. Because if I was, as an example, calling Nicole up as someone I know, and I go, hey, Nicole, what's going on? How are you? How's the family? Hey, listen, I've got something I really want you to look at. No, you gotta deliver it with everything in your heart because people have to pick up over the phone your excitement, your enthusiasm. And by the way, I did mean to say this in the very beginning. Feel free to record me on your phone because these are just notes. So I highly recommend duplicate me. If you duplicate my delivery and my passion and my conviction to spread the word and you use the inflection in your voice, but you got to feel it too. I mean, just let's be real. If you're here, it's because you believe in it and because you feel it. And you've heard David say it before. You've heard Greg say it before. Nicole say it before. All the leaders say it. They're excited when they share their testimonial. Why? Because they believe and they receive because they give. You got to give to be able to put it out there and be able to share and be able to receive it. It's a process that we all have to go through. So I hope I'm not all over the place, Nicole. If I am, stop me, slow me down. But I got some notes here that I put in place that were very important to me. And I covered it again from introduction with engagement and passion, which is your conviction. That's number one. Practice, record yourself so you could hear yourself, because sometimes we have to practice, even though you might be so passionate about it, you have to practice how to deliver it and not be an actress, but be real and speak from your heart. And I'll tell you, Greg did a call a couple of weeks ago about how many people do you have on your phone? How many people, now here's a key question, how many people, even though they say 3, they get 3, I get 3, they get 3, but how many people do we know that can use some extra income? Everybody. I mean, everybody. You know, things are coming back to almost normal in our life, but the year that we were all on lockdown, there's so many people out there hurting. There are so many people that unfortunately became homeless. Okay, and there's so many people that had to move in together to help each other have a roof over their heads. And the people that were more fortunate that didn't have that, they might still have a very successful business, but I guarantee you this, their income has dropped because the uncertainty of are they going to be able to make an income the following month creates more of a huddle and hold of your money because you're not sure what's coming in the next couple of months. So everyone is my point. Everybody needs something in their life. In co-op life, I mean, I get very emotional over this, but co-op life gives us such an incredible gift, opportunity to share the word with others. We are the messengers. Okay, we are the messengers. Our job to the people is to share. Yeah, some are going to say no, some are going to say yes, but I'll tell you this, most are going to say yes if you deliver it correctly. Okay. And the other thing I wanted to cover with that is, again, your delivery and your energy in your voice. And because you're doing it over the phone, it's like Nicole said it, $22,000 program we were on, Mark and I. We were able to deliver it in our voice. Why? Because we believed in it. We really believed in it. And people would tell us, the only reason I'm getting involved because I believe in what you're saying because of your conviction in your voice. And that goes with anything, selling real estate, selling loans, any kind of sales, even crowdfunding. You're introducing it to someone to make a change in their life. So with that being said, I hope you have your recording on. And excuse me if I kind of hit and miss here. I just wrote it out late last night when we got back from a dinner engagement. Okay, so I'm going to pretend. I'm going to use you, Nicole, if that's okay. Okay. I'm going to use Nicole as a person that I've connected with through time in life and business, and we became acquainted and friends. Okay. And I call up Nicole, and I'm calling her now, and I say, hi, Nicole, it's CJ. How are you?
I'm great, CJ. So good to hear from you.
Yes. How's the family?
Awesome. We're doing well. I'm super grateful.
That's awesome. And I've been thinking about you a lot. And you know me, I follow my intuition, and the reason I'm calling you is pretty simple. And I apologize, I am reading. Okay, pretty simple. I thought this is something that definitely will interest you, and I thought I would reach out to you. Do you have a couple of minutes?
I do. Not a lot of time, CJ,
Okay.
but
I just need a couple of minutes,
Sure.
maybe 2 minutes or so.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, well, I want to let you know that I'm working I'm working on a very important project that I'm seriously looking for 3 special people that are drivers and are willing to help me get the word out to 3 additional people, okay, as well. And our mission is pretty simple. Introduce our co-op life, okay, which represents the one and only crowdfunding system that can fund any personal cause. Now, I'm going to ask you real quick because I know you're in a hurry. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I'm going to go over them with you. And I want you to tell me if any of those fit your situation. Okay. Do you mind?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's talk about debt free. If I could show you a way to become debt free, are you open enough to listen and to see what I'm promoting?
Yeah. I don't have a lot of debt, CJ, but that makes sense to me.
Okay. You know what? You're really blessed if you don't have a lot of people I've been talking to. Oh my God, they're over their head in debt. Okay, so that's good for you. The other one that some people are taking advantage of, they got children ready to go to college, or they have children in college, and they're looking for a way to pay off those debts because, my God, those are horrendous. And you could end up paying for that forever and ever and ever by the time they graduate and get their bachelor degree or their master degree. You as a parent, of course, want to help and take care of your children, right?
Now you're talking to me, CJ, because I got one in college.
Okay, I believe me. I know. I totally know. And I'm going to throw the last one at you. And the last one, this is where my passion is at with my honey Mark. We're thankful. We're debt free. Our kids are done with college, but retirement, financial freedom. I mean, that is our goal and our dream. We're baby boomers, no secret, Nicole, we love to travel. We love to get in our motorhome and just go and explore and share the word. That's what we're about. So with that being said, would you definitely, I'm sure you would be interested in being able to find a way to build a nest egg with all the funds available so that when you're ready to retire, you can retire extremely comfortable?
I really admire you and Mark, how you guys get travel in your motorhome. It just is so exciting. I love that lifestyle. So I've always been curious to how you do it. So I'd definitely be interested in hearing more about that. For
Awesome.
sure.
Awesome. Now, here's the key question that it really will give me a full answer on where your heart is right now, where your mind is. From a 1 to 10, 10 being the highest rating available, okay, of interest, how would you rate yourself for you and your family on all the above questions I just went over with you?
How interested am I hearing how to solve those problems?
For yourself, like
I'm-
debt-free education and retirement, financial freedom. How would you rate yourself in terms of interest?
Oh, I'm highly, highly motivated, highly interested. Yes.
What's the number?
10, 10.
10. Okay. That's what I wanted to hear. Now, keep in mind, you guys, if they say an 8, that's okay. That's still high.
Good.
If they say a 7 or a 6 or a 5, say, do you mind me asking you, Nicole? I a 7. Okay, they might come back and goes, well, because I really don't know what you're talking about. Say, will you trust me enough that I'm going to send you a link to watch an overview? It's actually my link, Co-op 50/50, and I'm going to send it to you. And I really want you to look at it all, click on how it works so you'll really understand, but watch that video. Greg is an amazing individual, fully respected worldwide. He's an amazing man. He speaks from the heart. He tells it like it is. And he and David have united together to change the world. There's too many people having a job. They work their life away. It's time to make a change. And we have an opportunity to do so by introducing it to 3 people. I'm looking for 3, and please allow me to speak freely to you, Nicole. I'm looking for 3 drivers. 3 drivers. And my definition of 3 drivers, Nicole, is someone like me that's hungry to make a change. It doesn't mean that you're living in a bad situation. It just means you want to better your situation and you want time freedom. So that's why I reached out to you. Like I said, I'm very intuitive and I've been thinking of you lots. And I just felt I needed to do this and reach out to you. No hard feelings if you say no. If you want to be where you're at now and you don't want to make any changes, I'm okay with that. But I know what we have. Now, again, your voice, delivery, notice how I'm talking, because I'm talking with my heart. I'm talking with passion. Okay. And I'm more of a touchy-feely person. Mark's going to cover a lot of stuff on Facebook and Messenger. He's like Nicole said, he's all about, technical ways of doing things and reaching the masses in that way. And I'm more about connecting. So when she said a 10 and I said, wonderful, I then go into and say, I want you to know we take this project very seriously. The project is creating 5 to 6 figures, and we're about to launch the one and only crowdfunding residual on August 22nd. And that's literally worldwide. And we have so many people getting involved because no one, and I mean, Nicole, no one has what we have with Co-op Life. And we're so, so excited. And what I'd like to do is I'm going to say this to you, and this is my last thing to you, because I know I kind of went over 2 minutes already with you, and thank you for standing by with me. So here's my question to you. If I could show you a way to divide your efforts, in other words, work smarter while multiplying your income, would you be interested in taking a look at our project? And they're going to go,
Yeah.
right. I mean, right? Yes, of course. You got
Yes.
nothing to lose but to look at the project. Now, here's the golden ticket. And I'm telling you this. When you say that, don't say another word. Let them talk. Let them say to you, divide my efforts, multiply, create. It's a project. That's how they're thinking. They're processing it. And they go, yeah, I'm open. Say, fantastic. Here's what I'm going to do, Nicole. I have 2 options, and depending on your situation, how busy you are, I can send you a link to attend a live presentation, or I can send you my link to my Co-op 50/50, because right there, There's a video and there's how it works, but I want you to watch the video first because that video to me is a home run. It really delivers the message from the heart. It's not hypey. It's not trying to sell you. It's trying to educate you to see what we have available for you.
Wow.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'll definitely look at it.
Okay.
Definitely look at it.
Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is let me re-verify. I know I'm calling you on a number, if I'm not mistaken. That is your cell number, correct?
That's my cell. Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to send you a link. And in that link, right below it, I'm going to just put a little, I'm a kind of a reminder person. And I'm going to say, you know, don't forget our appointment. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to schedule an appointment with you for the follow-up, because to me, it's important. I'm on a mission to help so many people right now. In addition to helping myself, I am telling everybody I know, even though it's only 3, I'm going beyond that because I'm on a mission. I am the messenger and I want to deliver this message to as many people as I can. So do you have a chance, and I'm going to repeat that to you guys, do you have a chance, Nicole, to look at it today or this evening if I send you the link?
Wow.
Don't
Yes.
say another word.
Mhm. Yes.
She's
I
going to
do.
say yes. If she says, no, I can't, I've got to feed the kids and I got to go to the gym, you know, whatever it might be. If they say, no, I wish I could, I can't, say, oh, that's okay. Can you commit and see it tomorrow?
No,
You don't
tomorrow.
want to go farther than that. If they say, no, I won't be able to see it until next week, I don't want to say forget it, but that's who I am. I'll just say, you know what? Maybe it's just not the right time for you. That's too bad, Nicole, because this is so phenomenal. I mean, it takes change to make change. And I'm here because I'm the messenger and I was delivering it to you. I haven't had one person say no until next week. If they can't do it today, I say, can you make it an effort to see it tomorrow? Because I really want to put you in my appointment book so that we can lock up a time, because I want to do a follow-up with you and give you the respect and answer any questions you might have. Okay, remember this. We did it before. We've done it. This is something I've practiced all my life. Your delivery, your passion, getting a commitment from them when they're going to see it, and lock right there and then. Do not then text them, hey, did you see it yet? No. You want to be able to say, hey, do you mind, Nicole, can you watch it tonight? And commit to me, because I'm looking for that 3 right now that are drivers like me and they're passionate. We got to tap into so many people right now that we can help. If she says, no, she can't tonight, that's okay. Can we do it tomorrow? And then lock up a time. Whatever the time is, never, ever, ever be late. Ever. I've had people that I've trained in the past and they would come and, oh my God, I called them and they didn't answer. We had an appointment. I said, did you call them on time? Yeah, I think so. Think so and no so are 2 different things. No so. Like Greg says, mark your calendar. Mark your calendar on your phone to alarm you 5 minutes before your call so that you can get yourself ready for it. And if you're brand new, by the way, and you're not confident enough to answer questions, just let your sponsor be on standby that you might need them. Now, when I was brand new in the other company and I didn't have all the answers, I still tried because I reviewed the Q&A, questions and answers, which, by the way, we all have that in our back office. Know your Q&As because that educates you. Okay, don't always depend on your sponsor for Q&As. Do it yourself and study it. And if they do give you a question that you cannot answer, guess what? People appreciate honesty. And just say, you know what? Because I did it. That's a great question. Let me get an answer for you. And I promise you, I will text it right back to you. How's that? And you know what? Follow through. That's key. The follow through. Calling them back on time in the appointment and follow through if they have a specific question. Or you could always say, well, you know what? I would love to connect you with my sponsor, who's totally amazing. And if your sponsor is seasoned, utilize your sponsor. If that sponsor is not seasoned, go above and find a sponsor that's in that lineage to help you. Because we're all here to help each other. Correct, Nicole?
Absolutely.
Correct, Mark? That was a test. But anyway, I know
I'm reading the chats. I'm reading the chat. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. So really, that really is what we do. Okay. Just if there's anything you remember out of everything I shared, because I know I shared a lot, and I hope you guys really recorded it because it's not on paper other than notes. Conviction. But with conviction and integrity and engagement, you always have to create peak of interest. If you ramble on and tell them everything, what it's all about, forget it. It's not going to work because nature of the beast is, and Nicole's being very kind about this because she hasn't done it on me yet, but most people do. So can you just tell me what is it? We get it all the time. And you know what? I've always redirect them back to the presentation. So I say, you know what, Nicole? I would not do you any justice if I try to explain it to you. That's the beauty of our introduction, our video, our presentation. I need you to watch it so you can hear it from the best. Because most people can't talk about it. And if you try to, you're going to confuse them and you're going to be spinning like a top. I know I sometimes get confused when I'm trying to explain it and I go and I catch myself. What am I doing? I stop. I've done it twice. I've stopped myself because the person was so persistent. Well, you know, if you really want me to get involved, you know, I'm a leader and you know, I've got all these people, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, so the bottom line, I say, you know what? Let's call him Larry. Larry, I understand where you're coming from. I respect that you're a leader and I'm sure you've earned it. But here's the reality. Being a leader, you know this. Try to explain it to somebody and people that are brand new can't do that. So let's all practice what we preach and direct them to the source. Let the source do all the explaining because then they go in their mindset going, oh, I can do that.
CJ.
That's it.
Brilliant, honey. Brilliant. Okay. Particularly with Larry. Okay. That is the one that drives me crazy. It's like, but you handle it perfectly. I had that same exact thing happen when, you know, well, if you can't explain it to me, then why would I want to do something that you can't even explain to me, or, you know, that kind of thing. And just being able to say, well, you know, it's not that I couldn't explain it to you. It's not part of my system. You know what I mean? It's like, so, you know, it's so interesting that does happen. And our discipline comes in not being able to give away the movie. You did an absolutely superb job. And I'm looking at people asking for the recording and all that. Well, I'll tell you, CJ said to record it. She said to record it. She said to record it because she knew. And I'm telling you, I told you what she was going to give was fire. That was so powerful. That was so powerful. And I'm telling you that this is not CJ coming up with a training. This is what CJ does. This is how she connects, and this is how she's winning. This is how she's one of the top earners in our organization. So, oh my goodness, CJ, thank you so much.
Well, you ignited me from the very beginning. When I heard you this morning, you literally ignited me. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. This is so beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm going to let you introduce your hubby.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. The gentleman you see on the screen is my other half. I'm not going to say better half because we're both good for each other. We really complement each other. He has things that I can't do. And even though he tries to teach me to be techie, I don't want to be techie. I just don't. I love what I do and he loves what he does. And we work together as a team. He's amazing. He's unbelievable. God brought him in my life 7 years ago. Who would have thought at my age I was finally going to meet somebody that could really steal my heart, because I'm a tough little cookie. And he knows how to work with me and I know how to work with him. So anyway, without further ado, my honey, Mark Ambrosius, baby, take it away and share with them your knowledge.
Wow. Okay. Big expectations. I would say tough little cookie is an understatement for those out there. Hey, she may be small, but she's powerful. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, I appreciate all of you. And you know what? I never stop learning from you, honey. I'm with you 24/7, and I'm always picking up golden nuggets. So I appreciate you sharing all that. And of course, Nicole, you are so powerful in your delivery and conviction. And you said it, honey. It's all about conviction and belief. If you don't believe it, then how are you going to have somebody else really get excited about what you're talking about? So anyway, aside from that, I want to share with you a couple things about what we just talked about, duplication. You know, how do we do this? You know, right? I saw some people talking in the chat saying, you know, I've talked to some people and I'm kind of running out. Well, let me ask you, if you would just put a 1 or a 2, put a 1 in the chat box. If you would love to touch, let's say 120 people a week, can you just put that, drop that in the chat box? Who would like to easily touch about 120 people a week? Awesome. Awesome. I'm seeing a lot of responses. Like the question is, duh, who would not want to touch 120 people or 120 people a week? At least, and that's doing the very minimal. So what I'm going to do is just share with you how to leverage a free way to duplicate and touch people and get your message out there in a non-threatening way, right? The last thing we want, and I know Nicole talked about it, everybody gets slammed with these opportunities and spam and this and that. We don't want to be those people, right? We don't want to be those people. So I'm going to talk to you about how to really market with something you know about, you probably use every single day, and that's called Facebook, right? Who doesn't understand or know Facebook? Everybody at least knows how to log on to Facebook. I'm going to show you a way and something, this is one of our strategies that we use to expand our contact for Co-op Life. And look, I mean, let's be real. We kind of think we're running out of people to talk to. I've talked to my friends. I've talked to my family. I've talked to Uncle Joe. I don't know who else to talk to. How would you like to have an endless sea of people that you can talk to and bring into Co-op Life? This is very exciting. You just have to have a paradigm shift in your thinking. So let me show you. I'm going to share my screen real quick, and hopefully all this works out on the screen share. So let me go ahead and switch over to my Facebook page. Okay, guys, so bear with me. I am going to jump over here, and I am going to start at the beginning. So here's what you do. So let me move our video out of the way. Okay. Move this out. Okay, so what you do, you basically go to your own Facebook page, right? This is my Facebook page, like it or not. This is the pictures I've chosen. You know, I switch them up every once in a while, but it's not about that. But it's where you start, right? So you go to your own Facebook page, and what you want to do is you want to share the word about Co-op Life. So where do you do that on Facebook? I will tell you where you don't do it. You absolutely don't want to start spamming people saying, hey, I've got this awesome project that you need to look at and all that. People just don't like to be spammed, right? You're like me, we don't like that. So here's what you do. So you want to connect with friends, and not just your friends, but you actually want to connect with friends of friends. And I'll tell you why. So let's go ahead and do that.
Second generation, correct?
Right, second generation or even third generation. Okay. So you may or may not know this about Facebook, but when you look at your friends, it will tell you how many mutual friends that you have with people that you may not even know, but at some point along the way you connect, right? So you're connected on Facebook. So that means that there's some familiarity, even though you may not know them. So let's go ahead and click on friends. So I start there. And I've got all these friends. And what I'm really looking for, and this is called fishing, right? This is so fun. You can do this every day. And if you just touch 20 people a day, and I'm going to show you how to do that, that's about 100 to 120 people a week, right? And if you only had 10% of the people actually look at your video and join you on one of the presentations, you're going to have probably about 6 new signups a week or more. You're going to be shocked at how good this works. Okay, so what you want to do is look for people that have lots of friends. So you want to look at people that have a whole bunch of people out there. Here's this guy named John. So we have 202 mutual friends. So I'm going to just click on the mutual friends. I'm not going to click on John directly. I'm going to go to his mutual friends. Okay, so this is John. And I'm going to scroll down through some of the mutual friends. And what I'm doing is diving deep in my fishing pond. So think of it as a pond, and it's just you and all these fish. Okay. So I'm going to dive down in here, and I'm going to look. I'm just randomly picking people. Okay. So let's go over here to Christina. So we've got mutual friends. I don't know all these people, but now I'm going to start looking at delivering my message. So what we do is deliver our story, our message on Messenger. This is the Facebook Messenger side. You never want to deliver a, hey, would you like to look at my business comment in the direct Facebook area? Always in Messenger. It's very personal. It's like somebody having a phone conversation with you, right? So what I do, I'm going to click on Bob Boyd. I'm going to go to Messenger. I'm going to go click directly to him. I'm just going to click on Messenger. Get my video out of the way. So here's Bob. Okay. I don't know Bob, but what's really cool about this is that we are connected indirectly a couple of generations down. So what happens is when I put a message in Messenger to him, he's going to see that we are connected. So that's the key. You're not fooling anybody, but we are connected. So he's going to be inspired to read my message. I'm a trusted contact because I'm in Facebook with him, right? So what I do is, this up a little bit. Okay, I just move Bob out of the way. Sorry, guys, doing this real time. So.
And you guys feel comfortable taking a picture with your cell phone on the message she's using? Because it seems to work really well.
Okay, so exactly. Thanks, honey. So what we do is we're in here, we're ready to deliver a message. So all I want to do is invite him to look at something non-threatening. This is no pressure. Just take a look at something exciting I found. So what I do, I keep a little note up here in the upper right-hand corner. Let's see if I can open this thing up. And what I've done is I've put a couple messages in here so I can easily get to them, copy and paste them, right? So I got a couple messages here that I created. You can make them your own, right? Be creative. Don't write a book, right? Because this is going into Messenger, but write something that's effective. So what I do is I copy this. Okay, copy this. And the key thing is don't forget to change the first name.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Have you ever done that before? I have.
Everybody's going, oh yeah, you really know me well. You called me Nancy or whatever.
Can you read the message, honey?
Huh?
Can you read it for everybody, please?
Yeah, yes. Let me just don't forget to put Bob in there because I'm going to send it to him in real time. So Bob's going to get this message. So what I said here is, hi, Bob. I wanted to let you know something. Say, hold on. I wanted to let you know about something incredible and going viral. We plugged into a global community that showed us a way to divide our efforts. In other words, work smarter while multiplying our cash flow. Well, it's working, and I think this is something you want to see. I'm looking for 5 leaders who want or needs more money than they have right now, and to join me on this project. Would you like to check out a brief overview video about this? You'll be happy you did. Let me know as soon as possible.
That's awesome.
That's it, okay? So I'm not putting my link in there. That's spamming people, and nobody likes it. So what I'm doing is asking for permission to send him the follow-up message. So I just delivered it to Bob.
And he's going to come right back and go, what is it?
Right now. No, this is real time. I just picked him kind of randomly. But here's the thing. When he responds, and look, not everybody says, yes, what do you have? You know, you're going to have lots of no's, right? We experience that. But look, every time you get a no, that's just one step away from a yes, right? So you just got to continue Some people will and some people won't. That's just the nature of the world, right? Some people get a vision, some people are excited, some people are in a position in their life that they're curious. So you just want to keep fishing. So what's going to happen is that he's going to come back and say, yeah, what do you have? You know, and so here's what the next message I have already pre-written. Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, don't put it in there.
Yeah, well, let's see. You know, I'll put it in there, but I'll erase it. Okay, don't let me screw up. Okay.
Good luck.
He came back and he said, "Hey, Mark, yeah, what is it? What do you have?" And so I think I can put it in without sending it. Okay, so what I said was, great, check out this link and play the video. Now, what I'm sending is our replicated website, right? Co-op Life, Co-op 50/50 site. Just have them play that video. That's that awesome Greg recording that you want them to see. And it says, you will not be able to sleep after watching it, but message me after because you're going to have questions, right? And I'll get them answered for you. And I have my link in there. So all I'm doing is sending this over and over. And look, to send like 20 a day will take you about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes,
Yeah,
or
and I
whatever.
wouldn't do more than 20 a day just because you don't want to get reported. And I think it's 50 a day you can, but it's always be safe than sorry before you get put on timeout. So just
Well,
do 20.
yeah, exactly, honey. So you want to, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to send like 500 of these things out there. You want to just be like you're really trying to talk to somebody and connect on that relationship that we talked about earlier. So you just want to try, send 20 or 30 a day. It's kind of fun, and just go fishing, and you'll be amazed at how many people come back to you and say, you know what? Yeah, what do you have? I'd like to see that. But look, the key is in the follow-up. Don't forget, you need to set up a next step, a call to action. Okay, it's so important. If you just send the information out there and go, okay, take a look and let me know if you like it. No. Make sure that they see the video, you reconnect with them, and get them plugged into one of our live overviews. And then get them with your sponsor if you're brand new to the business. But the last thing you ever want to do is try to explain this. Don't do it. Even with us, we know it pretty well, but people will try to get you to explain it, say, no. Let me let the experts show you in a very brief overview instead of us sitting here and, talking about it. Because they're going to think they need to do what you do, right? Just point them to the resources and you're going to be good to go. And I'm telling you, if you do this, you're going to be touching about 120 people a week minimum. Half of them may come back and say, yeah, what do you have? Let's just say 10% come back. Again, that's 12 people that are looking at your information. You may have half of them sign up. That's 6 a week that you just started bringing on. Do that in addition to your other contacts, and you'll see that this thing just works like butter.
And be consistent. Don't do it at the same time every day. Maybe do it in the morning, then next day do it in the afternoon, next day do it in the morning. Alternate, maybe morning, afternoon, and evening. So there is no same time every single day where you get, I don't want to use the word flag, but just be safe and change it around.
Yeah. Sorry, honey, go ahead.
No, I just want to say in summary, because I know we've got about 3 minutes. I just want to say in summary, remember Mark said, second or third generation. You can go third, fourth, fifth generation. You'll never run out of people.
That's right. You know what? Can I save your life a little bit, Mark, please, from getting bombarded by people in your inbox asking you
I see
to
that.
share it? Can you please go ahead and share it again? Can you go into your notes so that folks can take this picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is your notice. Don't bombard Mark.
Hey, look, remember, there's a key thing. Make it your own. Use the core, but maybe make it your own. Don't don't write a book. You change the name to the individual. Right, Nicole? Right. And so, look,
the message is great. You don't have to change the message, just change the name.
Change the name.
Yeah, so just copy this first one. That's the first permission. You're asking, hey, I found something exciting. It's working. We're plugged into a project. I'm looking for 5 leaders that I'm going to work with. Are you one of them? Let me know if you'd like to see it. That's kind of the message. And then once they come back and say, yeah, let me see it. This is the second message right down below it. Have that ready to go so you can easily grab it, copy and paste it in, and have your link there. That's your, remember, that's our link. So don't send that link that I
Use
just,
your own link.
yeah,
That's
use
right.
your own link, but thank you. But
Don't use Mark's link.
yeah, don't use us, use your own link, because this needs to be coded back to you, right? When they
You might
start
want to
taking
let
a
them know,
look.
Nicole, where they get, some people don't even know where to get their link. I've had
That's
people
true.
call me.
Well, that's true. Just go into your coop5050.com, log in with your email and password, and you're going to see it in the upper right-hand corner. Your link will look just like Mark's, except the numbers will be different. You won't see the 133. You'll see whatever your number is. So that's very good question. Very good thing. And I just like to add really quick, because I do love Facebook marketing so much too. Clean up your Facebook page before you start doing this type of marketing. Make sure that your Facebook page reflects yourself as a leader, some good quality pictures, some good quality content. If you've got a lot of junk on there, a lot of what's that word? Anything that is could be considered what is that word I'm looking for? Controversial.
Yeah.
Controversial, right? Be neutral.
Controversial. Get rid of it. Political stuff. Any of that kind of stuff. Just be neutral. Show yourself as a leader. Have some good pictures, good content on there. Trust me, it makes a difference. You don't want to send folks because they're doing a mini interview on you when they look at that email, when they get that message. When they get that message, they're saying, "Do I want to hear anything that this guy has to say?" Well, when they look at his Facebook page, they're doing that interview. They're seeing that, oh my gosh, this guy is living the lifestyle. He's got this fine babe and he's traveling all over with her. Oh yeah, tell me what you're talking about. Okay. So that's what it is that you want your Facebook page to represent: leadership, lifestyle, positivity. Okay. So thank you so much, Mark and CJ. This has been so fabulous. I know we've gone long, but guys, this is the thing that we need to be focusing on, getting your 3. If you can't get your 3 this week using the strategy that Mark and CJ so eloquently laid out, then I don't know what to say. But definitely track everything. Track how many people you're talking to every day. Track how many people you're reaching out to on Facebook every day. This makes a difference because we don't realize how much we are or are not doing it unless we track. So with that being said, God bless each and every one of you, family, who have made it on the call. Let's go out, make sure that we're bringing people to the overviews. We have an overview in 1 hour. You check your email for the link, invite to that call, invite to all the calls that we have. And of course, we're not going to see you guys at the top. We're going to see you over the top. All right. God bless.
Thanks, everybody. That was
Have a
fun.
great day.
Thank you, Nicole, for allowing us to share. Thank you. It's so fun to do it together with you.
You guys are the best. Absolutely. So thank you guys. We'll see you guys on the next call.
See you there.
Bye for now.
Bye.